Hello, welcome back to the paragraph writing strategy. Today I'll show you how to plan a paragraph and work with the paragraph diagram. I will also show you how to translate the pen steps into thoughts and actions as you actually write detailed steps. I'll give you a model of what to think and do as you follow these steps. As I work on the diagram and write detailed steps, listen carefully to see what I say and watch carefully what I do so you can imitate both of my thoughts and my actions. I will be asking you to demonstrate how you think and act as you write detailed sentences after my demonstration. So, let's say that I'm going to be given an assignment to write a paragraph describing this classroom. Before I write, I need to plan my paragraph. So the first thing is that the topic is to describe the classroom. So I have number 1 done. I'll write in classroom in the topic. The next thing is I need to do number 2, which is describing the details. And we're going to have desks and chairs, bulletin boards, and bookshelves as our details. Our next thing is that we need to come up with a sequence. Which sequence would work best for this paragraph? Does the size sequence work for this paragraph? Well, some of the items I've listed as details are bigger than others, but most of them are about the same size. Besides, size isn't really important when you're discussing items in a classroom. Does a time sequence work for this paragraph? No. The items I've listed do not relate to each other in time. Does a space sentence work for this paragraph? Well, let's see. Yes, the items listed here, desks and chairs, bulletin boards, bookshelves, are arranged in space in a particular order. Both the size and the space sequence would work. Which one do I prefer to use? I guess I'll choose the space sequence because it will help the readers envision the classroom better than the size sequence would. So then we have to give the order. So now I'm ready for number 4. I need to fill in numbers to indicate the order in which I'll write these details. This is kind of tricky since there's so much here and I really want to have a true picture of the room. I think I'll pretend I'm starting in the doorway and I'll describe what I see from left to right. That means I'll start with let's start with the desks and the chairs. So I'll put a 1 by that. Next thing we would see is the bulletin board. So we'll put a 2 by that, and then the bookshelves would be a 3. So then we have to decide if we're going to use transition words, which of course we need to use for each detail. So I decided that I'm going to use on the left side, in the front of the classroom, and on the right side. So that takes care of our transition words. Then we need to pick our point of view, which is number 6. I can choose one of 3 points of view. Am I talking about myself in this paragraph? No, the first person point of view would not be appropriate. Am I talking to the reader about the reader in this paragraph? No, so the second point of view it would not be appropriate. Am I talking about something other than myself or the reader in the paragraph? Yes, I am. I'm talking about the items in the classroom. So they're objects. They are something other than the writer and the reader of the paragraph. That means the third person point of view would be appropriate. All right, so we got to decide on tense. So last but not least, I'm ready for number 7. I need to fill in the tense box. I have 3 tenses to choose from. Is the classroom arranged this way in the past, in the present, or in the future? Well, I'm describing the classroom as it is right now today, so that means we'd want to use present. I have filled in the paragraph diagram. That was easy. I'd better check to make sure I didn't forget anything. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I did it all. My paragraph is all planned. I did a good job. And I'm ready to write. I'm glad I have a plan. I feel like I'm going to be able to finish this assignment with no problems. All right, so we want to review our detail sentences as we go through this next thing. So let's write a topic sentence for this paragraph. What's the first step we should follow when writing a topic sentence? So we need to pick the sentence type in a formula. And remember that we're going to need to do that in our lead off and our detail sentences also. All right. And then we're going to need to make sure we explore the words to include in the detail and include a transition word if it is introducing a detail. Pick the point of view, which we already did. We're going with third person point of view and present tense. All right, so then we need to note our words, which is where we write our sentences. And then we'll need to make sure we search and check. So I did a few examples here. I didn't do a lot because I don't want to take forever here with this. I want to get you working on things as quickly as we can. So the first one here, first sentence I wrote is, on the left side of the classroom is an inspiring bulletin board. And actually I'm just going to be talking about the bulletin board in these examples. So this would be our lead off detail. And then here's a detail about it. The bulletin board is covered with colorful posters. And then here's another detail. Each poster has a saying on it that makes you want to do your best. So after looking at these, I know that I have a transition here with the left side. I'm talking about the bulletin board, obviously, so I gave some details about that here, and then a poster on it, posters on it. Are we using the right tense? They all look the same. We definitely did the right point of view. And do all the sentences make sense? I think they do, so I think we're looking good there. So that was a quick model of how this would work, and this would just be part of this would be a part of the paragraph. We would need to do the other details in it with the desks and chairs and the bookshelf. So hopefully this helped you understand how we're going to be doing this, and tomorrow we will start we'll do a verbal practice actually before we then start writing some sentences on our own. All right, thank you for listening.